Good evening, entertainment fans. How's it going? How's everybody doing tonight? Yeah, it's a edit show. I wanted to put out there and see and talk about some ideas. Hopefully, we're going to be joined by Chef Nick in a couple of minutes. Obviously, this is Joe from NYANIA. How's everybody doing? I want to let everybody know I just put a short out. If you would be kind enough to go to it and answer the question. And the question of the day is, should the Yankees trade Jason Dominguez? Should the Yankees trade Jason Dominguez? Give me a yes, no, and why. And we will discuss it tomorrow night on our wrap-up show at 8 p.m. right here on Mania. So by all means, come back and do that. The short is out, and I would love for you to answer the short. Do you think the Yankees are going to trade Jason Dominguez? And again, tomorrow we will wrap up on our wrap-up show, which will feature Chef Nick and Evan. And let's see who else will be. Oh, and Nitin from Nitin Sports Rush, of course, will be here. But tonight it's all about shopping, entertainment, and all of that. You know what, guys? I got in the itch because I saw a video earlier today that the Radio City Christmas tree showed up at Rockefeller Center. And because of that, I got the itch to say, hey, you know what? As we're getting close to Thanksgiving, how about some holiday gift ideas? What do you guys usually do? I know I've been to a lot of family and friends parties where they go to Thanksgiving and they give the start of Christmas cheer at it. And they have some wonderful ideas. They give you these nice little light up night lights. They give you a nice ornament for the tree. They give you a candle, or if you're a favorite of a sports team, they will give you something to put on the tree. Just to throw around some ideas and talk about them. And then, how about you're pondering, well, I have somebody kind of close to me, but it's not relative. They're not relative, but I have to get them something. So what do we get them? What do we get them? But that's what we're going to talk about today. Plus, we're going to do a holiday eating idea show for you guys with Chef Nick in December. If you guys want to get the menu a little quicker, let us know. We'll probably do it on a Saturday or a Sunday for you as we get closer, as we definitely get close to, our goal of course, Thanksgiving and Christmas. So I'd really like to, I'd love to hear some ideas. I have some ideas. Chef Nick has some ideas. And again, I'm hoping that he comes up real soon. So for some future shows, everyone, remember tomorrow night we're going to have our wrap-up show of the week's events of Yankee news. We will have the scoreboard of the NFL, the NHL, the NBA, you name it. We're going to be doing all of that tomorrow night, talking about some Yankee news. Should the Yankees trade Jason Dominguez? Well, I want you to answer that in our short of NY Yankee Mania. Please go to the short right now. I just put it out right before coming on the air. I would like for you to comment on it and why. I'd really appreciate that if you do that. Also, of course, if you're not a subscriber to the show, please subscribe to NY Yankee Mania. Come in. You'll get all the notifications. You'll get everything Everything Yankees, everything that's going on that's important. We're getting closer to the general managers meetings. We're getting closer to the owners meetings. So some stuff go on there, and what happens there. The Yankees may make a trade there, but highly doubtful. Once in a while they do. I remember in November they picked up Aaron Hicks, and we all know at the end there we wanted to forget that deal. So there's a lot going on, but tonight we're going to keep it. What are you going to buy? Either your loved one or somebody special in your life or somebody that came into your life. What do we get them? What do you think? What do you think is a great idea? I have a couple I'm going to start with. So if there's somebody you're teetering about, well, I want to get them something, boy or girl, it doesn't matter. You cannot go wrong, and I think people will agree with me. The first thing is, especially if they drive, man, you can't go wrong with a gas card. They will absolutely love it. Get them a gas card, anything for them not to go to the pump. They would absolutely love that. So that is to me a number one idea. I like doing that. I like giving out Visa cards, gift cards. And now another trend that's going on is in your area, if you have Instacart or DoorDash, you give a nice gift card. They'll love you for it. They don't have to spend money for groceries one day. They don't have to spend money if they want to, they have a family over and they're going to have a little pizza or something. So something like that is awesome. Totally awesome. So, so that, that's just a couple, but I like to hear your ideas in the chat. There's quite a few people in the chat. How you doing, Just Mix? Wendy, how are you? How's it going? Bob Rizzo is in the corner here, along with John. How you doing, John? Kevin, Ava, Teresa, they're all here, and we're not talking Yankees. So let's dive in a little bit in the chat. Well, you know what? Before we do anything, I want to just give a shout out to everybody this weekend, and goodwill to Real Bill. Real Bill is having an incredible weekend. He's getting a lot of tests done and everything. And please say a prayer. Keep Real Bill in your prayers. He's going to come out of this hopefully rosy and well, and looking forward to coming back to the show and hopefully being with, and that's leading us into our big show, which is going to be Tuesday night. Yeah, how you doing, Lou? Thanks for the prayers for Real Bill. Tuesday night, everyone, is a very, very important, exciting night. And I can't stress it enough, with the salute to the troops. Ken from The Ugly Truth, from the Yankees, The Ugly Truth, Sean Browning. Well, they're both our very own Yankee Mania people. And a couple of people in the chat will be coming up on the panel. And we're going to have quite a few people coming up telling their stories. And also, not only the troops, men and women, but also if you are suffering with something and you're battling cancer or Lou Gehrig's disease or whatever it is, and we're with you. We want to wish you well. We want all of that. So by all means, everyone, Tuesday night is very, very important to us, guys. Very important. And we really, really hope that you make it extra special. 7 p.m. We're going to have CEOs, ex-ball players, possibly Nitin Sports Russ at an event, and may have a guest for us to come on and wish everybody well and to be thankful for what they've done in the past. So that's happening. On Monday, we're going to have the Met PA announcer, Colin Cosell. Now, you may know the name. The last name is very simple. That is Howard Cosell's grandson. And he's going to come on. And so Met fans and any fan, please come join us 4 p.m. on Monday. And that's after our morning program at 8:30. So come and join us. And we're going to talk a little bit about the Mets, being a PA announcer. How did he get the job? All kinds of stuff. If you look on NYANIA Mania, and you've never seen him, there is a shot of him on NYANIA Mania on our thumbnail, so you could take a look there, and you know who's coming on. So that's another thing. So we have the Troops on Tuesday, Colin on Monday. Wednesday we have Howie Carpin, written a few books, one of Sports Phone, a Yankee aficionado. He's done a lot. He works for Sirius Radio. He's worked with WCBS AM here in New York City. He's been in sports for many, many years. And you want to hear, and I covered Yankees Rangers with him here in New York, Madison Square Garden, Yankee Stadium, of course. And that's a guest you won't want to miss at 7 p.m. on Wednesday night. So we have a week full of things. You think, the Yankees aren't playing, but we've got a lot going on. And on top of that, we've got a lot of Yankee news. I'm sure that's a little by little going to be coming out. So it's who's who in the world of sports and entertainment. But getting back to our thumbnail of the show here, holiday gifts. So in the chat, everyone, what do you guys got cooking? And let's talk about it. And if you're like in the middle of it, that you're not sure, well, we'll give you some different ideas. Let's start with Johnny Salami. Hey, Joe, been a busy week. So happy I'm able to catch you live. My father broke his iPad. He loved that thing. So I'm going to get him a new one for Christmas. Now that's the way he can watch NY. All right, Johnny. I like it. Hey, Johnny, if you have a couple of minutes, if you like to hop aboard, let us know. I'd appreciate it, being the fact that you are a co-host here, and I'm bringing up co-host of the program. So if you'd like to shine in, let me know. I would definitely appreciate that. But that's a great gift. Are you giving that Christmas, or are you giving that Thanksgiving? If I were you, I would give it now, because he needs it, not for NY Mania. But hey, Jacob Petruzzi, how you doing? Welcome. I'm so glad a lot of people are coming in. So I love that idea. iPad is a great, great idea. And like I said, one of the things I know, may rest in peace, my dad loved. He loved the gas cards, the Visa cards, because when you didn't have to do shopping, or you didn't have to go, you don't have to wait online for gas and all of that, just give the card out. Man, that's a great gift. That is a great gift. Your Visa vanilla cards are awesome. And of course, gift cards to different, you find out what their favorite store is. Of course, that's just it. But, a lot of times I've been seeing lately that a lot of people do get the holiday started in Thanksgiving. So when family and friends are together in Thanksgiving, usually the host, the co-host, whatever of the party, they get a head count of who's coming on, coming to the event, and they'll buy a little something. And there's some great ideas. Oh my God. My personal favorite is a nightlight. That you can't have enough nightlight. Without a doubt, a nightlife is a tremendous gift. And, I love that. Another thing is a nice calendar. Put everything, especially giving it in December, in November. So December, you could put everything down and you don't miss a trick. It's another thing that's very popular these days. Another thing is giving a subscription to the Hallmark channel and Hallmark Plus. I personally have a deep thought to that because I love the Hallmark movies. Somebody had called me and said, "Hey, Joe, I wanted to make sure, but we wanted to get you a Hallmark subscription." I said, No. I've got all Hallmark. I love Hallmark. But the Hallmark subscription is very, very nice thing to give. During the holiday season, their movies are great. It's a great way to get family together. I know a lot of them are the same. They get together, they haven't seen each other, or they're fighting in the beginning. They usually don't kiss till the end. But you know what? Who cares? Who cares? It's a make good feel movies. And that's what counts. It's a whole family of giving. And a lot of it's realistic. Some of it is fantasy, but a lot of it's realistic. So Hallmark subscription is awesome. Amazon Prime, all these little things. But the thing is, when you give Amazon Prime, you're not going to be giving it for every month. You're going to start them out. So I know some of the people will or will not do that. But that's just some ideas. Sean says, "Hey, Sean, welcome. I know you're very busy. Handmade gifts. Yeah, handmade gifts are really, 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 really good. What kind of handmade gifts would you say, Sean? What would make you happy if somebody came over on Christmas or Thanksgiving and gave you a gift that was hand? What would trickle your fancy? What would you like? That I'd love to hear from you. Let's see. Well wishes to Wendy. I have to wear a heart monitor for the next week. Well, good luck, Wendy. We're right there for you. We're praying for you, and don't get overly excited. Relax, have a good time. Do what you do on your wonderful channel. I know you have a different name, so everybody take a look at the name. If you have subscribed to Wendy, otherwise the new subscribers, take a look at her new name. And as you can see up here, it's Wendy's Sports Corner now. And she's also a moderator here on NYANIA. So she's making her rounds. So good for Wendy. And again, kudos to you. Good luck. And you know what, Wendy, being the fact that we are gonna pair you with Real Bill, and tell you that this show is dedicated to the both of you. So Wendy and Real Bill, I know I've done a couple with Real Bill, but unfortunately he hasn't been able to listen to most of or watch the shows. He can only watch a little bit at a time. So that's why I want to make sure that he knows that we're caring for him. But Wendy, you're new, and we'd like to dedicate this show to you and your family. Wendy's saying she has 150 subscribers. That's awesome. That's awesome. Good luck to you, Wendy. I think when you met NYANIA, you were about 128, 129. So I really hope to think that we helped you. That's great. Eric, how you doing? Eric's being smart, everyone. What does he want? A new catcher. Ha, ha, ha. All right, Eric. We got you. By the way, speaking of baseball, I did, like I said in the beginning of the show, I put a short out. I want you guys to go to it and answer the question. Do you think Jason Dominguez will get traded? Do you want to see him get traded? And give me some reasons. I really appreciate it. I want to see your comments. I'm going to try to answer a lot of your comments. If I don't, we'll get to them tomorrow. But please go to our short on NYANIA on YouTube and answer the question. Should the Yankees trade Jason Dominguez? Do you want to see him in the outfield? Do you want to see him traded? What do you want from Jason Dominguez? Sean Browning says, as answering my handmade wooden grandfather clock. Oh, wow. That a boy, Sean, he's going for the gusto. I like this. Wendy goes, chocolate. Who doesn't want chocolate? Perugini, Godiva. Oh, my God. You know, another great place you can go, and it's not that they're an advertiser or anything, but you can go to nutsandcandy.com and get some wonderful baskets from there. That's another thing that I do to, with people that I won't see for the holidays, whatever, something different, something new. I love the dipped chocolate with the strawberries. You could do something like that. Something innovative, something different, not always the same thing. It's like, it's very easy. You give and again, I have nothing wrong with the Visa card or a check, but you want to show a little bit of love. I've been guilty of it, giving checks and stuff, but I have a reason. I mean, for 38 years, I worked overnight from 11 o'clock to 7. So you know how hard it is to go out and do shopping. And, like girlfriend can't, can only do so much and all that. So I'm a proponent to it, but when I can, I love shopping, and you don't have to go to the stores obviously anymore. There's so many gift cards. Look at Disney. You can do a Disney card. That's a promotion I want to say because we have Lauren Travels with Disney on this channel. So, that's another idea. Go to the Disney outlets. Go get a little, if you have a young one, you have somebody like that, get them a little Mickey Mouse shirt or a Mickey Mouse ornament. Oh, they have some great one. What about ornaments, guys? They have these innovative ornaments. I mean, I found one, actually, ex-girlfriend gave it to me, a honeymooners that you press on it, and Ralph is yelling, of course, going to the moon, Alice, and all of that, and it's really cool. And then they have these TV ones, like with the old-time shows like Happy Days and Twilight Zone. These are the things. And if you want to get something really nice, how about like a little Yankee Village? They have some beautiful, beautiful, beautiful things on the in categories, Yankees.com, and to be honest with you, I have a completely Yankee tree. My tree is all Yankees. It came like that. And I add all of my ornaments are like Babe Ruth and Lou Gehrig and Don Mattingly, Dave Winfield, Derek Jeter, Ron Guidry, Bobby Mercer, of course. And they have these great signs you can get. There's these great signs you can get. Welcome to a Yankee home. This is our Yankee home. Like it or leave it, something like that. Not expensive, but you could get that for somebody special or a big Yankee fan. Wendy says puzzles. Yeah, that's good too, but I'm Butterfingers. That's not for me. If it's got to be put together for me, great. I have no problem with that. and that is a good idea if you have innovative kids and all of that. But for the Yankee fan in your life, there's so much. You could do a sippy cup for the little one, and you could say and put the name on it and go, my little Yankee, blah blah blah, whatever the name is. That's a great idea for your little Yankee fan. Girl Yankee fan, you could get like a little a Mickey Mouse Yankee watch, not that expensive. I mean, there's so many innovative ideas that you could have and do that is a lot of fun. So, I'll tell you, it's just worldwide. And I love doing this, guys. I love the ideas that you give, that I can give you and you can give us. Sean Browning goes, pal, straight to the moon, Alice. Yeah, and how many people here watch the Honeymooners Classics as soon as we drop the ball and say Happy New Year? I mean, unless I was working, and now that I finished the job overnight, that's the first thing I do. I go to that, and we watch it along with, of course, holiday movies. And Wendy says she does, and that's awesome. But the ideas are just endless. They're really endless. Now, one other thing that we're going to do here on Mania, as soon as Thanksgiving's over and the tree goes up at Rockefeller Center, what I'd like to do is we will have a cooking show. Not that we're going to cook, but we're going to give you ideas, new ideas, something different for the table. Obviously, like traditional families, they'll do the 7 fishes. Well, we may add to that. What are you going to give to the kids that don't love the fishes? You can do chicken cutlets and all, but I'm going to save that when we do that. Down the line. We're gonna do that show right after the tree goes up in Rockefeller Center, and don't forget, it usually is the first Wednesday of December. The tree is laying down in Rockefeller Center right now, getting ready. Oh my God, the people that were on it, that were around it, were unbelievable, taking pictures. Somebody sent me pictures of 5:00 a.m. people there in front of it. I mean, people, and I'm glad. One thing I'm so happy about, it's close to my heart, is that everybody's enjoying that we're getting close to a holiday season. And that's very, very important, everyone. That really is important that we keep up our spirits. It doesn't matter, whatever's going on in the world, but let's keep our spirits up, everyone, because at the end we conquer it all. We conquer it all. And another good thing, of course, when we do say Happy New Year, we're getting closer to the New York Yankees coming back, and that's always a good thing. That is definitely. T-Road, welcome to the show. Christmas is a good time for everyone to get together. Yes, and I like that idea. And again, I want to do a show with all the chat coming up, and we give thanks and we have a lot of fun. We share different family stories. Whatever you're doing, are you going away? Are you going to Paris? Anybody going to Paris for the holidays? A wonderful place to go. Or New York City. Is anybody coming to New York? I know people that already made the trip to New York to come to the opening of the Christmas Spectacular with the world famous Rockettes. So that's another thing that you guys can do. So if you live in the New York area, anywhere around the New York area, I would strongly suggest, first of all, the tree, and do a little ice skating, and you can get a nice cappuccino, espresso coffee, have a little something with the people that you love. If you want to ice skate, ice skate. There's so many things. New York. One thing about New York, it's the most wonderful time when you're in New York City. I mean, nothing beats it. But that Christmas spectacular is amazing. There are a lot of things going on. You have the football, you have the Knicks, the Rangers, the Nets, the Islanders, the Devils. Everybody's playing. T-Road says Christmas in Niagara Falls. Now that is beautiful. Man, oh man, was that beautiful. T-Road, if you have pictures, if you're doing that, by all means, you got to send it, because we would love to see that. Imagine that lit up in different forms. Oh my God, that is amazing. That is a great tribute, T-Road. That is cool. I like that idea. So and again, everybody, please subscribe if you haven't subscribed to our channel, NY Yankee Mania, NY Mania, you name it, we're here. We are on every day, Monday through Friday, in the off season, 9 o'clock in the morning, every morning. We also add shows in the afternoon because guests come on like we do on Monday. Monday we'll be on at 9 o'clock in the morning, and then we go back on at 4 p.m. because Colin Cosell is going to be our guest. For our 4 o'clock special show. So Met fans, get ready. Have your questions ready. Don't be afraid to ask him questions. The link is out. You can put anything on it you want in the link right now. And on Monday, you'll be the first one. I want to thank everybody for being in the membership. We did come out with a new video that is out now for you guys to see, and only you guys to see it. It's my way of saying thank you. Really appreciate you guys. But the most important is to subscribe. Our goal is and I've been saying it, our goal here at NY Mania, 1,000 subscriptions by Yankee opening day. We can get it done. We're on our way to 600. So come on, everyone, please tell your family, your friends, Yankee fans, Met fans, any fan, come on down. 33% of you watch everything that we do, and you don't come over and subscribe. You got to do that, guys. You don't know how important that is for us, for YouTube, to send this show out. The more you subscribe, the more that you press the like button. You might say, my one doesn't count. It does count. Every vote counts. Everything. It's one closer to getting another sub. It's one closer to YouTube and Facebook to send this out for us. We're doing a great job, but we need to do a little bit more if we want to do our magic of 1,000 subs by the Yankee opening day. Come on, guys. We can do this. We can do it. So what's on the menu? I think I saw lamb here. T-Road with lamb. All right. I'm cooking tonight. The Wendy's cooking for tonight. What do you call meatballs? Okay, cool. I like that. Let's see. Anyone put differences aside, Christmas, it's time to get together. You're right, T-Road. There's no room at all for, for the dumbest things that, we bicker about and this and that, for stupidity. But the whole idea is at Christmas time, we got to give thanks and joy and love to everyone. And you know what? If you don't hack it, then kudos, no kudos for you. Because even if it's a little ridiculous, you could put that aside. And, listen, we only live once. We only live once. Now, I know there are things that you can't, that you can't avoid. If something very bad, something whatever, that I understand. But minor things, that's what really hurts. And the one thing that I'll tell you the truth, that really hurts in the heart, is that when that you don't talk to, like your dad or your mom, or your grandkids, or your brother, your sister. There's no room for that. Like I said, unless there's a special, incredible, bad story that you just can't. Everything is fixable. And I'll tell you the truth. And I tell it like it is. I had a couple of family members, father, son, mother, son, that did not talk for many, many years. And you know what? Later on, they lived to regret it. And thank God, near the end, they all decided, okay, enough's enough. And you know what got them back together? The grandkids, the love that's there, all of us. You can't force somebody. You can bring the horse to the water. You can't force them to drink it, but you can have a talk with it and show somebody why it's so important. Listen, you have one mom and dad, you have grandparents, you have nieces and nephews, you have grandkids. How important is that? How about all the people that would love to share something with someone, and they have no one? Our hearts goes out to them, and yet, we, who's bickering, and how about all these people that have no one at all, and all they're looking for is to say Merry Christmas, Happy Thanksgiving. We don't realize how lucky we really are, each and every one of us. Yeah, maybe a cloudy day. Yeah, you may have a little something going on financially, but you get through it. You get through it one way or the other. Some people don't. They don't have a chance. Some people I have seen, I don't know them personally, but I have seen stories. When the son or the daughter gets 18 years old, out the door. How can you possibly do that when they're starting their life? I don't say they got to be with you until 40 years old, but you know what? If you get along and everything like that, there's nothing wrong with it. But how can you throw somebody out that is doing everything they can to better their life and to get into the working world the first year of college? It breaks my heart. And if anybody has a heart, it would break your heart. How can you possibly do that? So it's so important, the love that we all have, that we all should have for each other. Granted, yes, there's rocky roads, and I totally understand that. But there's nothing that can't be fixed if you're alive. If you're alive and feeling, and if you're not feeling good, don't be afraid to lean on somebody. Lean on that husband. Lean on that wife. Lean on that son. There's nothing wrong with it. Don't be proud. They'll love you for it. That you took time enough to call somebody and say, hey, I'm really not doing well. I really could use a friend. We don't say that enough. We don't say that enough. And that's what the holidays are all about. It's not just about gimme. No. It's about giving. That's what it's all about. And, and I got to tell you, everyone, I'm very proud. That's what I love about our everything about this show, everything about our chat. everything about our co-hosts because people care. And that is very, very, very important. So I'm going to leave you with one thing. We're not going anywhere because I'm bringing up Chef Nick in a minute or so. But I want to leave you with one thing. Just remember, everyone, how loving and how supportive you yourself could be, not only for yourself, but for your loved one and for somebody, even if they did you wrong to a certain extent, of course. But always have that love inside your heart to give to somebody, because you know what? When you give, you get. When you give, you get. Don't ever forget that, everyone. And with that in mind, I want to see if Chef Nick is ready. And he's giving me the thumbs up, so let's bring him up. Hello, Mr. Late Man. How you doing?
What's up, guys? What's up, Joseph Broseph? What's going on, man?
What's cooking?
Yeah, the usual. How you doing? How's everything?
Not too bad, not too bad. I think we had a nice talk with the chat.
Awesome.
Not sure how much of the show you heard, but I think I think it was a great first half of the stream. And right now, people are putting in their request of what they're eating.
Awesome.
You have spaghetti, you have lamb. But Chef Nick, talk to us. Tell us, as you saw the Christmas tree at Rockefeller Center, front and center, what are you getting? Are you getting the vibes? Are you getting the itch now? What's going on with in your life?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm pretty much near there. So it's crazy how this time of the season, it's just it's getting packed already. It's just people are just they're already just going in that area. It's not, they didn't even set it up yet, but it's just already getting a lot of traffic, heavy traffic with like tourists and stuff like that. So that's when you know that it's just big things are coming. So but yeah, it's always nice to do to see that, despite whether there's a trouble getting home because of that. You have to reroute yourself, reroute your destination after work to go home. It doesn't matter. It's just it's always nice to see people out there just experiencing that, like at Rockefeller Center, or even like Fifth Avenue. The Saks Fifth Avenue store. They always have like a little show, a rotating little show on the screen too. So that's always nice to see. And the thing is, it always happens earlier and earlier. Like, even with like Christmas music and like just Christmas Christmas movies, Christmas commercials, always used to happen like on Thanksgiving, the day after Thanksgiving. Now it's happening right now. So it's like they don't miss a beat with that. And it's like, I don't mind. I think it's great to get into the holiday spirit like earlier than usual. And I think that's even after Halloween, they just didn't miss a beat with that. So, and it just goes with everything, like the just with like catering, like the food aspect of that, or anything that goes with working, in the city itself. It's just everyone has their own holiday parties that they're throwing earlier than usual. So if even like there are people that also love Christmas, where they'll listen to Christmas music in the summer. I know a lot of people that do that, and to each to their own too. If you want to do that, that's fine. I think it's best fitted just after Thanksgiving, sort of like it introduces that. But I think it's great to see, like, even like different neighborhoods, whether in New York or any other places, like maybe in Connecticut too, they'll have like decorations, like on the street signs, like or on the avenue, or like in the downtown area. So that's always nice to see as well. So it's just a lot of places have their own little customs, little things that are going on, and I love to see that too. Especially the weather. I would love to see the weather being a little colder to fit the mood, not like mild, not like spring type, like even like in the 60s or 70s. It'd be great to for it to drop down. I know eventually will be, but just with the cold weather and just the crisp air and stuff like that, it just always matches the mood. So.
I don't know if you heard the beginning of the show, but I dedicated the show to Wendy and to Real Bill. And Real Bill is with us and has become a YouTube member with us. Thank you so much, Real Bill. Thank you. You're I mean, my God, you're not feeling well, and you just show the love, and we want to show you the love back to you, Real Bill. That is amazing. I can't tell you how much we care about you and your family. You guys are the absolute best.
Yes.
We pray to Saint Anthony every night, and that's not a joke. I'm telling you, we do that, and we're going to have your prayers for the holiday season. And if you guys need anything, you please let us know, and we will be there for you guys all the time. So, and Wendy with the thing going on that she's being monitored with her heart, that is another big thing. And I hope that she doesn't, don't overdo things. You can do things, but relax. Just go with the flow, please.
Yes.
But we love the both of you. So this show is dedicated to the both of you. Our first Christmas holiday show is dedicated to Real Bill and to Wendy, and of course we want to definitely acknowledge that with this, and one more because it's two, and we really appreciate you, Real Bill. Thank you so much for everything that you do for us.
Absolutely.
We're going to continue to keep up everything to make sure that you and Wendy are gonna be A-OK for this upcoming Yankee season. And Nick, I also want to remind everyone, right before we went on the air, I put out a short. Should the Yankees trade Jason Dominguez? And why not? Please put that in the short. You don't have to tell us here. We want it in the short, and I'll explain to you the reason why I would love for you to do it there. Because the more that you put there for us, the more YouTube will keep putting that out for us. So you know how important it is to us. Don't answer it here right now. Go to our short that's on NY Yankee Mania right now. We have about almost 200 views. Actually, I believe we have the address of Yankee Stadium right now. So how apropos is that? So go up there, bring us up to 300-400 views, and we really appreciate it. So thank you. Really, really, really means a lot to us.
Absolutely.
Chef Nick, go ahead.
No, I was going to say good to see everyone in the chat too. Wendy, Real Bill, I hope you guys feel better. Johnny Salami, good to see you, brother. Appreciate it. Sean, everyone, great to see you guys. I think this is a very good show to have too. It's a little break from sports, but also it's something to get everyone together and just even everyone's customs for Christmas or the holidays, whether you open up gifts Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, anything. It's just, why not share it? I love things like that, especially even food wise too, cooking, like customs, family values, or what do you guys do that's like very sentimental for you, and stuff like that. It's very interesting to hear that because it's thousands upon thousands and millions upon millions of customs that like everyone does, like for instance, there's people like I've known people at work that they've Christmas Eve they've made and baked tons of muffins and tons of cookies, and that would be like if they did that with their family, and that would be their Christmas. Again, it's like if that's what you do to share that with your family, and if that's something a custom that you've done for a long time, then great. I love that. So this is great to also to kick off just the holiday season. Again, like after Thanksgiving, technically that's the signal for it, but they do it earlier and earlier. I'll kick it off. Let's just say Thanksgiving. I remember Thanksgiving Day. They always used to play March of the Wooden Soldiers, and of course the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Then they would play March of the Wooden Soldiers, and then also they would also play movies like Home Alone, Police Academy. But they would also like kick off like other holiday movies such as a Miracle on 34th Street and stuff like that. So that's something like on Thanksgiving that I would remember. Would be like we would have our dinner, then and then we would watch like segue into like Christmas movies. Now it's different. Me and my brothers, we would have Thanksgiving dinner, but also we'd be smoking cigars. You know what I mean? So it's different now. But even Christmas movies or Christmas shows, Christmas cartoons, such as Garfield's Christmas or Christmas Story is a movie, but like there's tons of other ones that they would play, especially on TV during the week that I would love to watch. But we a lot of people had those, like, just, I don't know, just the spirit. When they say the Christmas spirit with the holiday spirit, it speaks volumes in terms of that. So everyone definitely has their own niche with that. So
yes, and shout out to Wendy for the
Wendy.
$2 super
Thank
chat.
you.
You do not have to do that, guys. We're dedicated the show to you guys. It does not mean we're looking for anything. We're doing this for love, absolute love. Please
Absolutely
understand that. But Wendy, you got more things to worry about than doing a super chat here. I mean, we appreciate it with all your love. Same thing with Real Bill. But please understand, everyone, that we're just spreading love. That's and I know you're doing the same thing, but I feel terrible. You guys are not feeling well, and you're donating to the show, and that means the world to us. But please, we just appreciate each and every one of you. Each and every one of you. You have no idea. Wendy says a Charlie Brown Christmas. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Charlie Brown is Charlie Brown. No question about it. Sean, family shows up for family. Yep.
Absolutely.
There's so much that we have to give thankful. There's so many comedies. There's so many things that to me, people get robbed over here because years ago we had such great television stuff, comedy, movies. We don't see that anymore. I think the last really good one was Home Alone.
Yeah,
it was years ago. Well, Die Hard. Yeah, you're right, Real Bill.
That's a Christmas movie. Lethal Weapon. Well, not a Christmas movie, but it was Christmassy.
I have to tell you this, Nick.
Yeah.
Sean brings up the Christmas Carol. Well, you know what, Sean, and this is no exaggeration. In Madison Square Garden, in the theater at the Garden, when I was supervisor there, I got to tell you, it was coming out of my ears. I love it. God bless it. But I saw over 550 performances of A Christmas Carol. And you could go after you see 500 performances of it.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry if I don't go to the TV and watch A Christmas Carol. That is coming out of my ears, just like the circus. I can't tell you how many circuses I saw. Oh my God, Nick, it had to be. Remember, we had 3 or 4 circuses a day when it's in, and it was in for 3 weeks. If I had to be at least 700 of them. And, you see they had a red and a blue and a yellow and a red and a pink and a this and a that. Oh, my God. But it was all in fun because we would all, we'd laugh, and everything. Yeah, Santa Claus with Tim Allen. That was good. Sean Browning, yes. The Gremlins. Yeah, that was good. Well, my personal favorite, aside from, of course, everything on Hallmark, is Miracle on 34th Street.
Yeah,
I love that movie, and it to me it's like the Lou Gehrig movie, one of my favorite sports movies of all time. Even though it's very sad, of course, in the end, but that was well done. The one thing that I've always been very negative about is the way they portrayed Babe Ruth. I cannot believe that I wish I was a creator to put together the real live story of Babe Ruth instead of making him out to be sort of like a little bit of everything, like a clown, eating 20,000 hot dogs. That may be true, but there was a heart. There was a man with a heart in there. Where was it? Where do you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Where do you see that? And I can't believe, with all the brains and the brawn out there, nobody can make a real honest-to-goodness movie of Babe Ruth. Nick, I find that very hard to believe.
Who is Did John Goodman play Babe Ruth?
Yeah,
he did.
And
okay,
Walter Brennan.
You're very right about that, Joe. It's just for a lot of baseball movies that came out, whether it's Angels in the Outfield or just the Kevin Costner movie. My God, what's the Kevin Costner movie? Field of Dreams, and then
Field of Dreams, and then
Field of Dreams.
The Natural.
Yeah, The Natural. There's so many, but someone to just depict a legend, let's just say Mickey Mantle. They had 61 with Roger Maris. They had movies like that, but yeah, for Babe Ruth too, it's I'm very surprised they don't have anyone to just portray those baseball players to a T. I think that's very weird. I know it's going a little off topic with the Christmas show, but I think that's this is something I can't name someone off the top of my head except John Goodman that can pretty much play him, but I think it's a little bit weird. They and I think they need to do more movies like that, more movies in regards to
especially with all the brains out there, Spike Lee and this one and that one. Mm-hmm. Why can't they do this? I don't understand. I mean, look into it, and in a way, you do have Christmas in Babe Ruth because he was grown up in the Bells of St. Mary's, so there was there was Christmas there. There was dreams for him there, and so it's sort of like not going off the the topic. Now, Real Bill says Christmas Vacation is my favorite comedy.
Love that movie.
Yeah, it is good. It is good.
Now, with Chevy Chase, do you remember a movie called Funny Farm with Chevy Chase?
Yes.
That was I haven't seen that movie in a long time, but that was not a Christmas movie, but there was a Christmas in that movie. A little bit, right? Okay, all right. It reminded me of just pretty much the National Lampoon's just the Christmas movies too. But that's a very underrated movie. They don't really talk about that movie. That was pretty funny. Yeah. Funny.
Yeah, I mean, there's the Charlie Brown Christmas. There's I mean, there really is so much. But in the beginning of the show, Nick, I was hitting on topics. What is a cool gift a lot of people that get together for Thanksgiving, the co-host
Mhm.
of the party nowadays, they give these little awesome gifts.
Mhm.
I know in my family and my round of friends, we do that. And there is, I mean, one of the best gifts you can give to me, aside from a Yankee ornament, is a nightlight. A
Yep.
nightlight goes a long way.
Absolutely.
And they have some really nice Christmas nightlights that kind of like tells a story. And it's small, it's compact. You plug it in, and you don't have to worry about a thing. I love that. Love
Yeah.
that.
Absolutely.
My sons wore out Mickey Mouse Christmas. Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Who wouldn't want to wear out Mickey Mouse Christmas, Bill? That's
Absolutely.
the best.
I was going to mention too, not only like Christmas movies, cartoons like Garfield, like Charlie Brown's Christmas. There's tons of shows and movies. They even have like horror movies like Black Christmas. They have like I think they
Mhm.
had like a whether it's I think a creep show
Yeah.
episode or I forgot like but. So it doesn't have to be your happy Christmas movie. You could have a horror Christmas movie too, and you still can get the Christmas spirit. But I want to bring up something that really gives chills down my spine is when I always hear the old Christmas music, the Christmas music from CBS FM, when they used to play either from like Paul McCartney, A Wonderful Christmas Time. You have John Lennon. Not John. I'm sorry, not John Lennon. Wait, no, is it John Lennon? No, Paul McCartney. Wonderful Christmas Time. You have Frosty the Snowman from
Yes.
Bill. Oh my God, it's Bill. I forgot his name. It was Frosty the Snowman, but you also had Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer by Darlene Love. So you had all these beautiful Christmas music that it's just it's very nostalgic because it's not whenever they play it, you can always hear like the old time music, like the old time voice, the old time instruments, all that. So you grew up with that, and it's like sort of like feel good. It's like it like comforts you. So I love that with CBS FM, with doing that 24/7. They just never took a break.
Well, WLTW Light FM does
They
it
do that too. Yeah,
starting.
yeah.
Actually, they're going to be starting it, I think, the next weekend.
They are, yeah. I was going to bring that up too. Yeah, Light FM because it's funny because it's like they sort of like the CBS FM passed the torch to them to do that, the New York station. But I know CBS FM still does that. But like Light FM, yeah, I think next week they are going to do that. So that's awesome too. There's a lot to even just mention, like all these artists that were part of that too. Yeah, like
Well, do you ever go to a concert around Christmas time? You get, who's fantastic, and you can see it on YouTube right now. Go check out George Michael.
oh yeah, of course.
Yeah. Oh my God, when he gets the audience involved, you can't help it but sing.
Great song.
You don't have a choice.
No, of course. Great
It's
song.
awesome. It's awesome. Mariah Carey, of course, All I Want for Christmas, and
Yeah.
and of course, I love hearing Kelly Clarkson's Christmases. There's so much joy,
Yeah.
but we don't take advantage of it. We're always looking at the negative and the negative. Let's look at positive now. This is a new realm. I know it's hard sometimes, but for your own health, look. Just look at the poor Dallas Cowboy player. Basically, took his own life at 24 years old. He had everything going for him. He was a Dallas Cowboy starter, had everything, but apparently something was not right. There was a light off in his brain, in his life, and you just don't know. That's why I'm saying, the light is bigger with somebody else, and enjoy it, people. You got to enjoy it. And that's one thing I always say, goes into the Yankees, and that there's always next year. I know we've been saying it, but you always have a chance. You don't get a chance with your life if you don't take care of your life. It ain't going to take care of you. So take care of what you can, what you have in your gripe, and you know, in your holdings. Do that little something special for the holidays. Believe me, it will come back to you 110%. You can go that little extra mile. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing. And I'm tired. Oh, my girlfriend's got to give me blah, 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 blah. Come on, people. They don't have to do anything but love you and care for you. And if you have kids or you have mother and father, you have grandkids, that's what it's all about. It's not about me. It's not about you. It's about them.
You're right.
And let's not taking it by the realm. You see these people making billions of dollars and everything. Mm-hmm. Well, you know what? You're a star too. And you know why you're a star? Because you're a husband, you're a wife, you're a grandson, you're a grandkid, you're a granddaughter, you're all of that. You're all a star. And when you sit at that Christmas table or Thanksgiving or Hanukkah, it doesn't matter. You're all special. You think about what it all means. You're giving thanks that you're able to be there. You're alive and well, and you're making a living. Why can't we see this?
You have a special purpose in life.
Yes. And we all need that. And once in a while, it's not a bad idea to say, hey, buddy, you're a good guy. You're real. Thank you so much for all the cooking that you do. Thank you so much. There's nothing wrong with that, but where is it? To me, it was lost at the pandemic. That pandemic turned so many people the wrong way. And I don't think we've recovered from that. And it's about time. It's now going on 6 years. Let's wake up, smell the darn coffee, everyone. Know that you're special. Don't just sit back and whatever's going to happen. No, it's not whatever's going to happen. The opportunities are endless. As long as you can walk, you could see, you have two hands, you breathe. It's all in your grasp to have a wonderful holiday season. And beyond that, my kids are excited. The holidays are coming. Yeah. And you don't have to be a kid to be excited, Nick. I mean, listen, everything, the joy of just giving somebody even a thing of chocolate, Ruffles Sofas or Godiva, you're giving something to somebody. Your heart is full of love. I don't care what it is. It doesn't matter if it's $5 or $5 million. It's still love. That's what it's all about. And like I said, in a later show, as soon as the tree's up and everything, we will come back and we'll give you some really good cooking ideas. And I'm hoping that Chef Nick will put together a couple of really good holiday. And it doesn't have to be. It could be cookies. It could be cakes. It could be, whatever. Something new.
Nothing complicated. Yeah. I think the best thing, the best thing in regards to that, just bringing that up too with the cooking, that also is very important. Where it goes hand in hand with spending time with family, friends, or whatnot too. The beauty of me having ex-girlfriends that were Italian and ex-girlfriends that were Latin and Spanish is the fact that you get to experience definitely the festivities on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day with that. Especially like you mentioned this millions of times, you're like if you ever came, if anyone ever came to your house, you would never go hungry. It's very true. I'm saying when you go to like an Italian
Except
household,
when you guys come, you're not getting anything. No, just kidding.
yeah, like on Christmas Eve, it's like, oh my God, it's like you would think that you're in a catering hall and like in a small apartment. It's crazy. Like even like in Staten Island, I've been in Staten Island plenty of times, even in your area too, Joe. Like in one of my brother's friends' families. This is like a while back, but yeah, we would definitely be like a whole catering event set up in the kitchen. And they would, we would definitely open up gifts on Christmas Eve and eat and just talk. And that's the thing. It's just, when I was a kid, I was like, I wonder what gifts I'm going to get. Like what am I going to get? Am I going to get the new RoboCop figurine, or am I like, what am I going to get? But now it's like all I want is either for Christmas, all I want is a day off from work, but also just just to spend time, just at least have a day where there's no rush. Everything is on a slow pace, whether it's hanging out with my brothers or family, smoking a cigar, just talking, just, sort of like having a day to let the day, let me be in control of the day instead of let the day dictate what I'm going to do, especially, working so much. It's only the simple things that I really enjoy. And with cooking, it goes along with that. That's something that's also, it's the beauty in cooking too, is sharing that with your loved ones and sharing that with your friends and family. It's just like, you don't have to be a master chef to, bake your family a special dessert, or cook your family a special meal. Like for me, gifts, like now it's like I do food gifts. Like I'll know what, let's just say family and friends, I know what they love and what they like. Let's just say my good friend, he loves like a rack of lamb. So I'll cook him a rack of lamb with 2 sides, and I'll give him that as a gift, as a food gift. And they love it. They love it. And it beats it. The amount of the ingredients and the price matches pretty much like a $75 gift card. Gift cards are nice, but it's just thinking outside the box. So whether giving like food gifts or dessert gifts or stuff like that, it's that's very sentimental. So it's like it's something that you're doing from your heart, and what you feel from your heart that you're doing. So as long as is like, okay, I think this person would love this because I think it would make them feel good. That's sort of like the Christmas spirit, like matching that, So that's going with the gifts too. So even with Wendy too, Wendy, your arts and crafts are amazing, and giving like an arts and crafts gift to your friends or family. For me, if I receive something like that, I would be like, this is amazing. This is awesome. And I love it. I love it because it's something that's from a heart to a heart. You know what I mean? I absolutely love that. So that's just thinking outside the box with gifts and stuff like that. So
look at Real Bill. My entire family works at food banks during Thanksgiving and Christmas. My grandmother started that tradition way back in 1939 and ran it for over 60 years. Wow.
That's amazing.
That's such a great story. Wow.
That's amazing.
Real Bill, that is awesome that you keep up the tradition. That is a wonderful story. Good luck with that as always. And whatever you give, it always comes back to say thank you one way or the other.
I just want to bring up Real Bill. Are you in West Virginia? You mentioned Appalachia. Is it West Virginia, or are you along that state in another state? I'm just curious.
I think he's there. I think
West Virginia.
Yeah. He's not far from. I believe he's like kind of neighbors with Ken from The Ugly Truth, something like that. They're not far away from what I understand.
State line. Okay, awesome. Gotcha. Thank you.
You're welcome. Handmade wooden artwork or furniture.
Absolutely. Oh yeah. Sean, if you made me a kitchen table, I would give you a kiss on your glasses. I love it. That's what I'm talking about.
Glasses?
I know. I don't know. The words just came out of my mouth. Whatever.
I'm just kidding.
Judge me. So no, I'm just saying like something like that. It's like, if you're going to make something like that for a person, it's coming from your heart. It's like what you feel. Why not? Yeah, I love it. I'd accept it. That's a very good idea.
Yeah, Sean, you in wooden artwork, you can make me NY Yankee Mania. That would be awesome. I'm not asking for much.
Oh, pressure. Oh, man.
Ken is the other end of the state, about 6 hours if you drive the speed limit. Oh, God. Sorry about that, Real Bill. I thought you guys were neighbors. Well, that's still closer than where I am.
Yeah, still close.
And where Nick is and all of that. Yeah. So kudos to that. By the way, I always had to ask you, when you're drinking that, you make that look so good. What on earth are you drinking?
Are you talking about me?
Yeah.
Oh, coffee. Oh, yeah.
Oh, it is coffee.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. I have the mugs that I drink are from like the states that I've been through. So this is an Arizona mug. So I have an Alaska mug. I've been to Alaska. I've been to the Carolinas. I've been to all the states that I've been to. There's pretty much all the collectibles. So yeah, it's either tea or coffee. So
that's cool. That's excellent. Sean says I don't make furniture, but I did it in the past.
Gotcha.
Well, get up to it again, baby. NY Mania, let's go. You're part of the team here. You're a moderator. You're part of the team. I mean, give me a break here. Let's go, Sean Brownie.
Come on, Sean.
Let's see. Real Bill says, I'm 80 miles from Tennessee, 75 miles from Kentucky, 60 miles from North Carolina.
All right, we got to look at the map.
All right, how many miles are you from Yankee Stadium? No, just kidding. I got to make you laugh a little bit.
Longitude and latitude lines on the map. I got to check it out. Gotcha, Real Bill. Big Mama.
Please.
Let's do it. No, you got it.
I'm waiting for the Men of NY Mania calendar. Oh,
I got you. I'll pose on the calendar. It's fine. It's all good. PG, of course.
Yeah. Nothing more, nothing less, nothing more. PG, actually PG-13.
There you go. Mm-hmm.
But no, guys, this was an excellent stream. Talking about the gifts of Thanksgiving, and and you know what, we didn't even touch base anything with Thanksgiving. Not everybody eats turkey.
Yeah.
Not everybody. Which I'm like, look at people and say, well, what do you mean you're making chicken? What do you mean you're making a ham? I mean, in our family, we would have the lasagna, mm-hmm. which we finally stopped after 20 years, because you eat the lasagna, nobody wants turkey.
Yeah.
You take 8 hours to cook turkey. Although in our brand, what we did is, while we had the bakery for over 45 years, and my dad's bakery, we put all the turkeys from our customers in our brick oven.
Nice.
So we would cook like 35 to 40 turkeys every Thanksgiving. So like this, the people at home could cook everything else, and we worry about their turkey. And they bring it right after all the Italian bread is done and ready, to deliver whatever we had to do. And then came 10 o'clock, or actually 9 or 10 o'clock, and it cooked for about 5 hours. So about 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock at the most, everybody had a number, and they would come in. And let me tell you guys, it was the most delicious turkey you ever. And there, I still get calls from customers. Is there any way you can get me into the bakery that your dad had sold? And I said, just call them. I don't know if they do it, but we did it. And I'll tell you a funny thing. I always told my father, I'll work on Thanksgiving under one condition. All the turkeys that we get, that we charge, that's my money. And he said, all right, you drive a hard bargain. So I wanted to charge like $12, but he said, no. He wanted to charge $5. I said, $5? What, $1 an hour? I said, are you kidding me? So we settled on $8. But let me tell you something. That $8 got you the best turkey you ever had in your life. Because we had and it's still there. We had the brick oven where we had to get coal. So you can imagine the taste of that. Not an old fashioned that you put it in the industrial thing. No. We had the old fashioned machines to carve the bread, but to actually shape and cook the bread, it went into a brick oven. And let me tell you, you cook anything in there, it's like you've never had anything like that in your life. If your local bakery does that, and they still have coal oven, I think there's still a few that are still around. Go do it. I don't care if you pay $100 for it, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So so that's special. And it's good for your house because you don't have to worry. And then the smell for about 3 weeks that's in the bakery. Could you imagine 40 turkeys?
It's a lot. It's insane.
And then we had a customer, which happened to be the Gambino family.
Nice.
And they would come in right at the end and give us a big, huge pig that they wanted cooked. Now, you don't tell them no. So we had to stay there. But they treated us very well, I got to tell you. But, they would, the big guy in the group would say, Joe, how many people are here today? So I said, I don't know, 4 or 5. Okay, no problem. And they took care of, believe me. But every year, it never failed. We were waiting because they would come because they would go hunt and they would come by like 1 o'clock. And then what are you going to do? You're not going to say no to them. So you're gonna cook it. But it's all in fun. They were excellent. Actually, I grew up with, there was the Gambino family, there was the Gotti family, there was all of them, in Bensonhurst, Brooklyn.
Yep.
That's where it was. But let me tell you, they're the greatest neighbors you ever had in your life.
Absolutely.
No question about it. But anyway, so a lot of fun and stuff like that coming out. Let's see.
I would rather have organized crime than unorganized crime.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. I'm a graduate of Virginia Tech and the University of Kentucky. No country roads here, but when our football team takes the field, enter the Sandman and join us. Oh, wow, that's great, Real Bill.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, and that's why I am so hoping you come up with us on Tuesday to saluting you guys and the troops. The wonderful stories that I'm sure you have. Oh my God. And you know what, Bill, if you can't come up and you could either say it in our chat or email or something, we'll get it done for you, Real Bill. That's the least we can do to say thank you.
Absolutely. So, I have a question for Real Bill too. What town is it in West Virginia where they have the Mothman? They have like a statue of the Mothman. I forgot what town it is, but there was a movie called The Mothman Prophecies with Richard Gere. And it was pretty much based on a true story, if I'm not mistaken. Great movie, by the way. But the Mothman Prophecies were pretty much like a conspiracy theory back where I think the Mothman predicted future events, and it did happen, such as like a plane crash, such as a collapse on the Ohio Virginia bridge. I don't know, but something loose based on that.
He's answering you.
That's what it was. Yes. He just answered it. Yes, exactly. I don't know what the name of that bridge is, but yes, that's near Ohio on the Ohio side. So that happened in the movie at the end of it. So I don't know if you saw that movie, Real Bill, or if you know the town exactly. But I think it's like they have like a gift shop, a gift store in like just dedicated to that. Sean Browning said, oh, okay, Delaware, Ohio. Okay, so that's pretty much on the Ohio lines. Okay. That's interesting. Okay.
You guys are on the ball today.
Thank you.
Wow. And scary weather forecast from Real Bill. We're expecting a snowstorm starting tomorrow evening.
Oh,
We
that's
should
insane.
get around 12 inches. Ay, 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 ay,
Wow.
ay, 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 ay.
Bring it on.
Well, you're more than welcome to come to Staten Island, my boy.
That's right.
You can come to Brooklyn. Get out of there. Oh, my God.
Come to dinner with us.
Wow. Yeah. So, Nick, it's really nice when we do this on the channel that, we stay away from baseball a little bit and all the sports and we have a nice discussion with the chat and I think it's great. And, we should do more of this. Hey, Eric, welcome back to the stream. Appreciate you. Thank you, Eric. How's it going? Tomorrow's going to be I'm sure a big Sunday day for sports. We also have the Knicks and the Nets tomorrow, right, Nick?
We have the Knicks and the Nets playing tomorrow. Yeah, big day ahead of us.
Tonight we have the Rangers Islanders, and right now not too good for Ranger fans. The Islanders are leading 2-0 with 9 minutes to go in period 2. That's not too good, but hopefully the Rangers will come back on that. But tomorrow, the Knicks and the Nets, and I really suspect the Knicks should romp on that game 100%.
Yeah.
Let's see. It is a Point Pleasant, West Virginia. Richard Gere was the reporter.
Yes.
In the movie.
I think he was, spot on, Real Bill. I think he was the reporter in the Washington Times. And it was just very weird. It was a great movie, very weird. Just weird how it wasn't really considered a horror movie. It was more of like a drama, science fiction, but more drama. But just like how it went, like great. I recommend that. Great movie. It was more or less like just the way it went. Became a horror to me. It became a horror. I'm like, oh my God, this is scary. So yeah, Point Pleasant. There you go. Because I think they have a statue of the Mothman, and then they have like I don't know if the whole town is dedicated to that, but they also have like a gift shop and stuff like that. I was gonna go to West Virginia actually a couple years ago, just to do a food tour. Believe it or not, they have some food tour trails in West Virginia, but I definitely want to do that. I was gonna do the Amtrak to Charleston. That's the capital. But I just found out that Amtrak doesn't run 24/7 or 7 days a week. It's only like 3 days out of the week to West Virginia. So that's something I got to plan on my trip there and the trip back. But great movie. And also to what was that? Yeah, Point Pleasant. And then, I forgot. There was some other scene in the movie that I forgot that was filmed in the town, but I'll get to that later though. But thanks, Real Bill, appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, no, that and you guys in the chat have been fantastic today, and thank you for last minute. We'll definitely give you an update when we're going to be doing the Christmas cooking Christmas ideas for you. We'll give you more time to get ready for the show, and we'll have some recipes. So definitely get ready to write them down, everyone. It's going to be a nice happening. So, get ready for that. And I believe that's going to happen right after they put the Christmas tree up at Rockefeller Center. So that weekend, the first weekend in December, Chef Nick and myself will be coming on. And, tell us what you have on the menu. Nick is going to have some ideas for you that I think will be different for the family and whatever. And then, you cook the 7 fishes. But what do you give to the kids that don't like fish? Is it the same old chicken, chicken cutlet? Well, we might have a few ideas for you.
Swedish fish.
Yeah, Swedish. That's it. There you go. So there's a lot going on. Don't forget, everyone in the chat right now, I'm sure are sure Yankee fans and sports fans. Tomorrow night we will be back with our wrap-up show at 8 p.m. for the week. So 8 p.m. tomorrow night, myself, Nick, Looks like Evan will be on. Nitin from Sports Rush will be here. So there's a lot going on, and then next week just explodes, and we'll get into all of that, another time. But Nick, we have been on for an hour and 30 minutes. If you want to share a few other things, go right ahead.
Yeah, I look forward to having more streams like this. I think this is a great opener in regards to the holiday season. And of course, I always say, if you have any questions for me, please feel free to either email Joe and to get directly in contact with me, and I'll get indirectly contacted with you. But also, if you just have any general questions, just after the stream is over, you feel free to ask anything or comment anything in the comment section when the video is over. So I definitely would love to hear everyone's just recipes and like just customs and just pretty much just favorite holiday traditions. It's always a feel good story, because if it makes you happy, then it's always a feel good story for the rest of us. Yes. That we can share with. But yeah, no, I definitely would want to hear that, and I'll definitely give my my tips, my tricks, my definitely recipes for next time, which will help everyone out. But I always love to hear that. I always love to see people and hear people like cook different things. Sometimes I have never done it before, and I'll get the idea from you guys. So yeah, let's do it. And I think that's the most important thing, is just the sharing of what you love, and just pretty much what's in your heart and what you feel that's just brings you happiness. So I definitely want to be a part of that as well. So
awesome. Yeah. When we're looking forward to a real great holiday season with our chat with everyone. So that I'm looking forward to. Remember, everyone, there's a challenge I got out there on a short. Do you want Jason Dominguez on the team? Would you like him traded? Tell me what you feel. Should he be a New York Yankee next year? And what would you like him? Where would you like to see him? Please comment right on there. It means a lot to us. The more you comment, the more it gets out. You two people send this out for us, and we need your support. So please, just 2 seconds, go on there. Say, yes, Jason Dominguez should be a Yankee, blah, 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 and then leave. I don't, as long as you do that and like it, we really appreciate that, everyone, because we take a lot of time and pride and effort in doing all of that. And again, tomorrow night, we're definitely back to all kinds of Yankee news, anything that happened during the week, any updates in sports and in whatever. We're here to cover it for you. And then tomorrow we'll go through everything. And, of course, we'll put out a couple of shorts here and there to make sure that you guys are updated with everything. So with that in mind, Nick, some final thoughts, and we'll wrap this up.
Yeah. There you go. I was just reading what Real Bill was saying in terms of food-wise. Yeah, I love that. Time for pinto beans, cornbread, greens, balsamic vinegar, and smoked and cooked turkey leg. I love that. I know a lot of people that live in upstate New York, and yeah, look, even with Thanksgiving, you don't have to have turkey. It's not a sin. You don't have to go. You can think outside the box. I know people that have like pork shoulder. People that have lamb. A lot of people upstate, they have venison. That's fine. They smoke their venison, the deer. Some people have rabbit. So it just doesn't matter. All that matters is just spending time with each other and just and having that connection. Doesn't matter if you have to kill a turkey and and eat on Thanksgiving. You'd have whatever you want. Same thing on Christmas. You don't have to kill Santa Claus and have him for dinner. You can have whatever you want. That sort of thing. So so there's no rules to that. Yeah, sure, that's the custom. That's the history behind it. But no, make it your own. Make everything your own. That's the beauty of it. It's like if you for instance, like some people that I know on Thanksgiving Eve, they'll have like cocktail hour, like a reception, and they'll listen to 80s music. They'll listen to 80s hard rock music or 80s pop music. Other people, they'll, put on 80s commercials, like old commercials while having dinner. It doesn't matter what it is. It's just, if that's like something that makes you happy or a tradition that you followed, go with it. Yeah, just create your own. That's the thing. This is your life. And if anyone that shares that happiness with you guys, let it be. Let it be. Let it continue. There shouldn't be, this is what we're supposed to do, this is how it's supposed to be. No, this is your life, and however you want to make it your own and have it your own, just do it. And if it makes you happy, good, let it continue, because there shouldn't be anything that takes that away from you. So, but
Awesome.
I love it.
Awesome take, Nick. Awesome take. So I'm hoping everybody enjoyed the program. As you're going out, please press the like button, give it some love, and let us know that you want more of these. You're definitely getting at least one more, and if you show love and respect for it, we'll definitely do whatever you like us to do. So, but for right now, everyone, I want you to keep enjoying your Saturday night, your weekend, and come back to us tomorrow night at 8 p.m. for NYANIA Sports Week Update. And it should be fun, and we'll give you the latest, greatest news on Garrett Cole, Trent Grisham, Cody Bellinger, and everything that we know of at this point. So with that in mind, God bless you all. God bless America. Let's go, Yankees. Let's go. Let's go. Everybody stay healthy. We love each and every one of you. Don't forget, go on there and answer that question. Do you want Jason Dominguez, a New York Yankee, next year? Thanks, everyone. Good night. God bless you all. God bless America. Talk to you soon. Take care. Stay safe, Real Bill, Wendy. And thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the membership. Thank you for everything, guys. We love each and every one of you. Good night.
Rock on.